Hi, Charlie here. Drinking cocktails on a beach is a relaxing vacation idea, but some find that too boring. But even the biggest thrill seekers in the world may find these destinations too scary. These are places you may not want to go on your next vacation. They are very exciting and thrilling, but there's a serious risk you will never return home alive. Let's take a look at the most dangerous tourist destinations in the world. Devil's Pool. Many people like to take a dip in a pool when they're on vacation, but have you ever been inside a natural pool? Well, that's exactly what the Devil's Pool is. Located in Zambia, this is the most dangerous natural pool in the world. It is right on the top of Victoria Falls, one of the biggest waterfalls in Zambia. The only thing keeping you from going over the edge is some rocks. But even that sometimes does not work. Many people have fallen to their doom when trying to take a dip in the Devil's Pool. Next to the pool is a plaque that says he came for a visit and stayed forever. This was a reference to a man who went in the Devil's Pool but fell over the edge and passed away. This is not an isolated incident. It's actually happened to more than 20 people over the years. But that does not stop people risking it all to see the amazing sights from the pool. You can even dive right off the waterfall's wall if you're so inclined. But one wrong move and you will fall 108 meters to your doom. Victoria Falls is one of the biggest waterfalls in the world. It's actually double the height of Niagara Falls. One of the most dangerous jobs in the world is being a tour guide for the Devil's Pool. In 2014, one tourist nearly fell over the edge. A heroic tour guide grabbed him and saved his life. But while saving the tour guide fell over the edge. But the risk is ignored by many tourists who want to experience this amazing thrill. YouTubers including Casey Neistat have even gone here. But I think if I went, I would stand on the edge. Sky Lodge. Camping can be done pretty much anywhere. This means you can do it in a relaxing and calm place or a very scary place. But one glamping company in Peru has taken things to the next level. They have created a glass tent that dangles from the side of a mountain. It costs $1,000 a night to sleep here. The company Sky Lodge Adventure Suites describes these as transparent luxury capsules. You need to climb more than 400 feet up just to get into one, but when you do, you can experience a night like you'll never get anywhere else. I can't imagine waking up in the middle of the night and being super disorientated hanging off the side of a mountain. I don't think you'd get much sleep in one of these capsules. For some, these sky capsules are not extreme enough. That's why instead some people go to the Great Sail Peak on Canada's Baffin Island. It's somewhat common for people to set up campsites on the side of this mountain. These hang off a 4,000 feet sheer cliff face. And over the years, some campers have made mistakes and have fallen to their doom. This does not look like a relaxing vacation whatsoever. A similar thing is done on a cliff face in China. Many campers set up tents on this 1,700 meter high cliff. They do this on a very thin wooden bridge. This is done on the Laozhun mountain in the Henan province in China. Mount Huashan. If you thought that previous mountain destination in China was scary, then check out Mount Huashan. On the side of Mount Huashan is a wooden trail. These thin wooden planks have been bolted to the side of the mountain. Daring tourists walk along this holding a metal chain also bolted to the mountain. On some parts of the trail, there aren't even any wooden planks to stand on. Instead, you simply stand on holes which have been carved into the cliff face. It's unknown how many people have made the wrong step and have fallen to their doom. That's because the Chinese government will not release the figures, but it's said that many people pass away here every year. Death Road. You may think that everyone would avoid this road because of its name, but believe it or not, many people drive on this Bolivian road every single day. It's very long and mountainous and leads from La Paz to Corica. Since 1995, this road has been known as the most dangerous in the world. Between 200 and 300 travelers pass away on this road every year. That's because it's made up of very thin single-lane roads. There are no barriers on most of this road, and the drop down is 2,000 feet. Trucks sometimes use this road. Because the road is only 10 feet wide, this sometimes means other cars go over the edge. Rocks also sometimes fall down from the mountains above. Sometimes fog can get really bad on the mountain, and this means drivers have no visibility whatsoever. There are also waterfalls which flood large parts of the road very often. You may think this would cause everyone to stay away, but its reputation as the world's most dangerous road attracts many adrenaline-seeking tourists every year. You can do tours where you bike or drive down this road, but around 1 cyclist passes away every year on this road, so be careful. Elephant Kingdom. Elephant Kingdom is located in Thailand. Tourists get onto a rusty plastic barrel raft. They then go into the middle of a gigantic lake filled with crocodiles. They then dangle meat over the side for the crocodiles to eat. This was a clear safety violation. A local taxi driver took some images of this, and they went viral around the world. Eventually, police showed up and questioned the zoo owner. The attraction was soon closed. If it had remained open, then people may have lost their lives. Lake Natron. Lake Natron is located in Tanzania. It may look like an alien landscape, but it gets this unusual color because of an alkaline salt crust on the surface of the lake. It looks amazing, but that's also what makes it so dangerous. Any living creature or human that comes into contact with it will pass away, and that's why swimming in this lake is illegal. Its amazing color still attracts many tourists, but sometimes they fall in and pass away. It is known locally as the lake that turns animals to stone. Animals become salt encrusted if they go in the lake's water. This is a process known as calcification. Valley of Death. The Valley of Death is located in Russia. It is dangerous because of the Kikpinik volcano. This spreads toxic gas all over the surrounding area. The toxic gas means that no plants or animals can survive here. Tourists who go here report experiencing dizziness and chills. They then get sickness, and if they stay there too long, then they pass away. Over the years, 80 people have passed away in the Valley of Death. Because of how dangerous it is closed to tourists. But that does not stop many people going in anyway every year. Bikini Atoll. Bikini Atoll is located on the Marshall Islands. It was once a very picturesque island with not much going on. That was until the 1950s. That was when the US government turned this island into a nuclear testing zone. Many radioactive warheads have been tested here. This includes nukes and other bombs. This turned the picturesque island into a radioactive wasteland. The US government is still paying medical costs to many of the island's inhabitants. That's because all of the nuclear radiation has made them sick over the years. Surprisingly though, its interesting history has made this a tourist attraction. But be sure not to swim out into the ocean too much. That's because there are many unexploded bombs in the water, and the water is also toxic because of the testing carried out there. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment down below where on this list would you like to go the most. If you want some more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. But as always, thanks for watching. There are some more videos you may like on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.